Welcome back, PlayStationers! Well, we had no leaks for this month's great mouth-watering lineup for February 2022's PS Plus. But I can say that the PS gods have truly blessed us again this year. Let's jump straight in. For the PS5, Planet Coaster Console Edition has a platinum difficulty of 7 out of 10 with a 30 to 40 hours time period to bag it. Where do I start with this? Planet Coaster is an absolute great game. I've personally put a lot of hours in on the PS4, but never did quite finish it. For those of us who are old enough to remember the likes of Theme Park World, or Theme Park in the 90s, or even Roller Coaster Tycoon in the noughties, you will love Planet Coaster Console Edition. It is a true modern resurrection of the theme park sim management genre of games. There are over 25 plus distinct types of coaster to start with, everything from wooden to chain-lifted steel to hydraulically launched, each with different behaviours and restrictions. You have full control over the slope, turn and bank of the track, allowing you to create just about anything or any shape you can imagine. One warning though, if a coaster is too over the top and scary, park visitors won't want to ride on it, so it kind of restricts creating something absolutely crazy, leaving you to carefully test your coaster designs, balancing fear, excitement and nausea ratings. After all, we don't want a park full of vomit and bottom bile, right? The whole tycoon side of things runs smoothly. You can even charge people to use the toilets or raise the ATM fees if you're feeling greedy. You can even add salt to people's food so they spend more money and need a drink, lining your own pockets and making you rich. The management has some serious depth to it. I think the only flaw that I could possibly pick out, and I had to seriously nitpick, is that your staff characters use the same character models. Janitors all look the same, entertainers are the same, and mechanics a cheerful little Hispanic man with pencil moustaches, even if his name is Patricia. Overall, Planet Coaster is a truly fantastic theme park building sandbox. You can with a lot of time make anything look like anything. It has endless creativity. Planet Coaster Console Edition gets a rating of a huge 8.5 out of 10. Enter the Octagon. That sounds like something out of Mad Max. Anyhow, in EA Sports UFC 4 for the PS4, it's platinum difficulty of 5 out of 10 and a decent 25 hours to boot, unlike UFC 3. No matter how or where you play, EA Sports UFC 4 puts you at the centre of every fight. Develop and customise your character through a unified progression system across all modes. Go from an unknown amateur to a UFC superstar in the new career mode, or challenge the world in new blitz battles or online championships to become the new undisputed champion. Okay. The first UFC game in 2014 was a little clunky and confusing, taking a lot of time to try and figure out how to use the controls. Well, UFC 4 focuses more on making its many complex systems a little less intimidating for newcomers, without taking the depth away from its many layers of combat. No more clinch game where you had to go through a series of positions to try and escape. You can now just move backwards to break out of the clinch. Also, the whole submission system is more of a cat and mouse style minigame rather than mashing buttons like a madman on heat, like in the prior games. The career mode gets new players up to speed with its basics fairly quickly. As with UFC's 3 careers mode, you get offered fights and choose how to spend your 100 weekly points leading up to the next fight. Added extra is that the fighter evolution system allows you to improve certain moves by simply landing them in a fight or in training. The more you use a move, the better it will improve. This really makes you craft a fighter that is unique to your own fighting technique in the game. EA Sports UFC 4 has tightened up the looser parts of the prior games and made a few tweaks and improvements. I'll be jumping into this as I enjoyed UFC 3 even if it was a very long grind for the platinum. Luckily, UFC 4 isn't. It gets a great big fat 8 out of 10. Is there any Borderlands fans out there? For the PS4 we have Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, a Wonderlands one-shot adventure. Bit of a mouthful. It takes 12 to 15 hours to bag yourselves this platinum with a rough difficulty of 2 out of 10 on easy mode. Otherwise it's on 9 and the bosses are like nightmare sponges who can kill you in 2 shots. Just in time to gear us up for the 2022's launch of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, one of the best Borderlands DLC expansions to date is back to hit us all with its great Dungeons & Dragons delight. If you played and enjoyed Borderlands 2 but never dipped into the DLC or completely skipped out on Borderlands the Handsome Collection on the PS4, there's a lot to love. You'll be gunning down dragons, skeleton archers, and countless orcish monsters, collecting mountains of jam-packed magical loot, all in the effort to complete Tiny Tina's fantasy-themed tabletop game. Having her narrate over events almost the entire time and unpredictably change her mind as you go along really puts a cool and different spin as far as Dungeons & Dragons adaptations go. You can see why the concept is now a full game. All 4 of the Borderlands 2 main Vault Hunters are here, alongside with the Mechnomancer and the Psycho classes released post-launch. You can jump into the Chaos either solo or in cooperative mode. The game is a 4 to 5 hour journey, however, developer Gearbox has wisely sped up the rate at which you level up, gifting you 2 points rather than traditionally the 1 to rack up and spend on your skill trees. The Expand alone also bundles in a Platinum Trophy, something that neither the original nor Handsome Collection version had, so there's every excuse for hardcore Borderlands fans to venture back. This chaotic dose of cel-shaded action fantasy is well worth the short return back. Borderlands and Dungeons & Dragons just seems to fit so perfect together. It also gets a nice retina burning 8 out of 10. Okay, so all 3 PlayStation games will be available from PS Plus on Tuesday the 1st of February 2022. Please make sure to bag yourselves a great PS Plus lineup before the 31st of January, or at least add them to your PlayStation library so you can collect and play them over and over and over, or just add them to your collection in general. Deep Rock Galactic and Dirt 5 for the PS4 and PS5, and Persona 5 Stikers for the PS4. All games will be available until 1 minute to midnight on the 31st of January, so don't miss out. Don't forget to show your support by slapping that thumbs up button, subscribing, hitting that bell icon, having a peek at the new website. Please have a look at the new website, staying posted and sharing across social media, as this really does help me and the channel grow. I'm Bill from AbsinthTears Gaming, and you'll find me playing all 3 of these titles. I think we've been truly blessed this month. Peace out, guys.